Here we go. Well, everybody, I'm going to be making some YouTube videos for movie reviews. Before I do this, I'm going to be doing the intro. Oh, hi, everybody. This is Marshall Studios Forever Productions here. Marshall Studios Forever Productions is taped in front of a live audience tonight on a Thursday night. Tonight's video, I'm going to be doing reviews with all the 4 Air Bud movies with Kevin Zegers. I don't know what Kevin's last name is. He's the guy who played Josh Framm in Air Bud. And I really know that, his last name would start with a Z. And I noticed that Air Bud, and this is the 1997's movie. And I noticed that, this actor who did play Josh Framm was Kevin Zegers. Kevin Zegers, who actually did play Josh Framm in this movie, and this is one of my favorite movies at all times. And also want to make sure everything was all right before nothing's been. I want to make sure my storage on my phone's okay and no problems. And I heard some noises, by the way. Sorry about that. I just want to say that this is a 1997's movie, Air Bud. This was a box office film, and I noticed that it says CBS Radio said it's something we can do about. First of all, when I found in the back right here says, I'm going to read it right now, okay? A heartwarming family comedy that will make you feel good. Buddy is a sensational real-life hoop hound with 22,000 career basket under his collar, star in this hilarious and touching Disney comedy critics cheered as family entertainment. And when Josh Framm was 12 years old, well, this movie took place by 1994 and 1995. And I noticed that Josh Framm, a 12-year-old boy, finds himself in a new city with no friends. He was too shy to try out for the basketball team. However, while practicing, he meets Buddy, a runaway golden receiver, who surprised him with his ability to score baskets. Josh and Buddy even make the school team and a dog extra talent spark a media frenzy, one that attract even shade Michael Jeter, who wants to cash in on a dog, notably a boy, and the boy and a dog must keep one step ahead of a while at the same time rally their school's team to the state's final, get ready to be delight, move, and amazed by Air Bud. Well, everybody, this is a 1997's copy, and when I found out on the day, what I really noticed that, it went on video until, on December 30th, 1997. And I really noticed that this is one of my favorites at all times. And the second Air Bud movie, Golden Receiver, it has Kevin Zegers, who plays Josh Framm in this film. And this is one of my favorites. The second one was been my favorite. And this is a 1998 movie. And I noticed that it doesn't have a booklet in there. And what I really found out that the movie case on VHS, it actually went on video until November 28th, 1998. Went on video in 1998 on November 12th. November 28th, 1998. And that's one of my favorite copies at all times. And Jenny Wolf Hollywood noticed that a fun movie with a real bite. Kansas City son, you and your kids will love this movie right here. This is one of my favorites at all freaking time. And this one. Also, this is Air Bud World Pup, a directed-to-video one from 2000. It went on video, and I noticed that I really grew up with the Air Bud movies, and I really knew that the movie went on video, and doesn't have a print up here. I really noticed this movie went directed to video in fall of 2000, and I really noticed that. And I found some booklets right here, and like I noticed that all these Disney movies right here, and what I really noticed that, I'm gonna read them to you guys, okay? These are 20-point videos, like I noticed on VHS, like even Tarzan, Mulan, Pinocchio, Make Mine, Music, and Melody Time, and Inspector Gadget, Mighty Joe Young, My Favorite Martian, The Parrot Trap, George of the Jungle, and finally the Buzz Lightyear movie went directed to video, and the Tigger movie was been in theaters, and I noticed that The Little Mermaid 2 Return of the Sea, and I noticed that Toy Story 2 is in theaters, been in the box office, and so did Fantasia 2000. And it says, big things are coming to video and Disney DVD. For the first time is dinosaurs, and like, see? Like, save up for $150 on Energize batteries, and I really noticed that the millennium years in the year 2000 was the best year for everybody, and I noticed that and there's 3 packs by the mail when you buy Air Bud World Pup on video or Disney DVD and see 102 Dalmatians in theaters. And this is a coupon. A coupon. And I'll never forget this year, you guys. Like, I noticed that that was one of my favorite movies, and also I noticed that this really did came out in the year by 2000, directed to video, and I noticed that Air Bud, the 7th inning fetch movie, like, this is the last movie Kevin Zegers actually performed Josh Framm. And I noticed that these are the booklets right here. And I noticed that saved, like, offer a mail-in expires on December 31st, 2002. Save back from complete deals of save at $2 by mail when you buy Air Bud for the 7th inning fetch. Or if you ever get Air Bud Golden Receiver and Air Bud Roll Pup on video, man, I remember this. Like, for first of all, getting a free plushie on one of those last movies, oh my gosh. You know, this 4th Air Bud movie, the baseball movie, like, I noticed that he a natural baseball player, which major league talent. This movie, it was lots of family fun. This movie, Kevin Zegers, who played Josh Framm in this last film. And I know there's a 5th Air Bud movie with the volleyball. I know there's a 5th one and a 6th one. And more spin-off projects. I'm not really a huge fan of those type of new Air Bud franchise because it doesn't have Kevin Zegers in it. Because, you know, Kevin Zegers, who actually did play Josh Framm in this movie, did not play any sports in this film right here. I really noticed that Josh got too old to play sports in this film, and Josh Framm did not play baseball in this fourth Air Bud movie because Josh was 19 years old. Josh Framm graduated from high school, from grade school. He graduated high school in the year of 2000. I actually noticed that movie, Josh Framm was born in 1982 in that film. And I noticed that Andrea Framm was born in 1986 or 87 in that movie. And I noticed that movie took place in the year of 2000. In the fourth Air Bud movie, it took place in the year 2000 or 2001 at the time. And I noticed that the third Air Bud movie was taking place by very late in 1998 until the year by 1999. And the second Air Bud movie was taking place by 1996 and 1997. The first one took place in 1994 and 1995. And I really noticed that Josh Framm lost his real father in an airplane crash, in a helicopter crash in 1993. And I noticed that in the movie, I noticed about the newspaper scene in the movie. And also, I'm looking forward to do other Rocky movies review from Sylvester Stallone. I don't have the first 1976 Rocky movie. I don't have the third Rocky movie on video. I only have is the second Rocky and the fourth and the fifth Rocky movie only. And I noticed that I don't have the Rambo movies on VHS neither, because I really noticed that Sylvester Stallone did a lot of movies in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s during those times, and forever during this day. And for first of all, I love all the Disney Air Bud movies. I only loved as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 because the fifth Air Bud movie really sucked. Because they actually put new cast members to take over the role of Andrea in that film. And that really kind of pisses me off a lot. Yep. Also, I noticed that the fourth Air Bud movie was pretty good, and that was the last film. I do not like the fifth Air Bud movie. And Air Buddies, directed to DVD, I really don't like Air Buddies at all. It doesn't have Josh Framm or Andrea in there. In these spin-off projects, like in Santa Buddies, Snow Buddies, Spooky Buddies, what the freaking hell, Disney? Why did Disney didn't cast Kevin Zegers as Josh Framm? I wanted Kevin Zegers to reprise in the new Air Bud movie. Like, I noticed that Kevin Zegers, who played Josh Framm in the 4 original Air Bud movies. And I wish Josh Framm would return in the new 2026 Air Bud movie, Air Bud Returns. I wanted Josh Framm to return in the original performers who did reprise. They need to reprise for their roles again. I wanted to see Josh Framm as a grown-up and in a father figure and stuff. And I noticed that we want more Josh Framm. We really do, because in more Andrea, in more Jackie Framm, and Patrick Sullivan, and who's gonna play Noah? Noah Sullivan. I noticed that there's gonna be an actor who played Noah Sullivan. I noticed that I knew Tanner Buttram, but I know Tanner, maybe Jacob Thomas Bertram would play the character, or I know Sholo Marduenia might play as Noah Framm, or they might get Nick Jonas to play the character. In this feature films and stuff. And I noticed that, I know they're coming out with a new Air Bud movie coming out in 2026. And I really noticed that, I want Josh Framm to be as a coach in the Air Bud movies. To play as Josh Framm would be a coach in the movies, and